When the quarantine days are shortened, we will increase the travel cap to 4,000 to 6,000 a day, provided that stringent protocol will still be implemented. That's what the vaccine jar and Chief Implementer Secretary Galvez said. So currently, guys, Manila has 2,000 travel capacity. That's the number of people that's allowed to enter the country to our airports because we have such limited number of hotels. That is why there's a travel cap. But when the quarantine days is shortened, we will have more international arrivals. And that is just in time, right? Because it's Burr months. More Filipinos need and want to come home. Not just Filipinos, Balikbayans as well. Filipinos abroad who want to spend the holidays with their family here in the Philippines. According to Trade Secretary Ramon Lopez, the discussion on reducing the number of days for quarantine is now being taken up at the technical level and for consideration of the IATF. Probably this week's meeting or next week. Okay. So when will we hear the decision? I thought finalized na. Why is he talking about consideration? So we expect IATF for you to have a decision, for you to finalize, implement the shortened quarantine this month. Airlines are anticipating an uptick, an increase in international travelers or flights in Burr months. More Filipinos need and want to come home for Burr months, especially for Christmas, guys. Actually, last year, Christmas, that was the time when Balikbayan program was reinstated. Hopefully, this December will also be good, just like last year. And this holiday season is the busiest time of the airlines. But it is challenging for them because not a lot of travelers are really interested to quarantine for so long, for 10 days. You know, according to the Philippine Airlines president, the challenge will be if you're a Filipino living overseas and you have 2 weeks of vacation, that allows you to go home for Christmas and New Year. But you have to spend 10 days in a hotel for quarantine, you probably will not travel. If that quarantine is reduced to 5 days, then you will. And so, we anticipate an uptick. Diba, guys? I think, 10 days is just too long. And their science have proven that lalabas na yung symptoms 3rd, 4th day. So, bakit pa gawing 10 days? They think we're all positive, yet they're treating us as if we're already positive. And this prolonged quarantine and so many requirements are really burdensome for the travelers. Now, for speaking of IATF, guys, a provincial board member in Cebu is seeking to abolish the IATF. That's provincial board member John Ismael Borgoña of the Cebu province. He said that he will submit his resolution to abolish the IATF. And instead, the local government units should be the ones to lead their respective COVID-19 areas. He said that LGUs know better and they are more familiar with what is happening on the ground. Yeah, like here in my area, guys, we've been on GCQ with heightened restrictions for months. And in that restriction, there's a limited capacity in restaurants, but that's not happening. That's not being followed. This is like we're living in MGCQ. Parang joke na lang yung quarantine classifications ng IATF. And children not allowed to go outside? I don't know where IATF is living. Siguro, subdivision, tapos work lang sila. They're not really seeing what's going on in the Philippines. The children are going outside. And yet, if you have a child, you cannot bring them in restaurants to eat with you because they're not allowed. Anyways, the provincial board member, Borgoña, brought this up. I have a more radical idea on doing this, addressing this COVID-19 pandemic for quite a long time. Nakita naman natin, we've already seen that this IATF, it's not working. Why don't we remove them and instead be replaced by LGUs? LGUs know better and they are doing better. LGUs than the national government. He made a statement after Senator Sonny Angara, Amy Marcos lamented the continued implementation of curfew hours and tight restrictions on dine-in services. Last February na nga, hindi talaga nasusunod ang IATF, guys. Last February, they said, LGUs will no longer be mandated to undergo COVID test for entry. Nakinig ba yung LGUs? Did the LGUs listen? The local government units listened? No, they did not. It's IATF's just another layer in the government for bureaucracy. Now, it's better to just abolish it. But in response, IATF spokesperson said, "We are not perfect, but give us recognition."
Kung wala pong IATF, wala po tayo naging desisyon, no? Pagbili po sa bakuna para sa buong bayan, sa buong bansa, wala po tayo nagkaroon ng mga alert level system, ng mga quarantine classification, at napakahirap po kasi gawin yan kung walang kumukumpas. Ang papel lang naman po ng IATF ay taga-kumpas. Talaga naman po ang nagpapatupad po niyan ay mga lokal na pamahalaan. At nakikita naman natin sa buong mundo, kung titignan nyo naman yung mga ranking ng Pilipinas sa buong mundo, ay hindi naman po nagpapakita na tayo po'y nangunguna sa lala ng COVID, no? Alam ko po tumaas ngayon dahil sa Delta variant, pero ang titignan po natin talaga yung pinaka-importante, ilan ang namatay, at sa ngayon po talaga naman po mas mababa ang mga namamatay kung ikukumpara natin sa buong mundo at 1.5% na case fatality rate. So sa tingin ko po, tama po na nagkaroon po tayo ng IATF, at ulitin ko po, ang IATF naman po, yan po ay binuo or sa pamamagitan ng isang executive order sa gobyerno po na sa naunang gobyerno at hindi po sa gobyerno ni Presidente Rodrigo Roa Duterte. We do not claim to have been perfect, but certainly let's give due recognition where it is due, dahil nakikita naman po natin na iiwasan natin na mas marami pa sana mga kamatayan or mga taong namatay kung hindi po tayo nag-implement ng mga measures na sinangguni at binuo po ng ating IATF.
Now, about dual citizenship for kababayans in the U.S., the Embassy of the Philippines in Washington announced in a press release that dual citizenship services will resume on October 6th, and they will process application and administer the oath of allegiance 4 times a week. And you need to check the link below on how to secure the appointment for dual citizenship services. A lot of our kababayans want to secure the dual citizenship since this pandemic because of the travel restrictions, and I think also because of the upcoming elections. But only individuals or applicants with received email and SMS confirmation to their appointment will be entertained. Yan guys. For those asking naman, can you process your dual citizenship in the Philippines? Yes, you can, in the BI main office in Manila. And if you need any help for your dual citizenship application here in the Philippines, you guys can email me. I can refer a reliable agency to help you process it. Well, good news for our kababayans in Legazpi. Your new airport is ready to be used. Wow, you guys have a look at the Bicol International Airport. Diba? Ang ganda, guys. Soon, October 6, Cebu Pacific announced that they will be using the new airport in Bicol. And so transfers of flights, instead of Legazpi, they will use the new airport, Bicol International Airport. Yun lang po. And stay safe. God bless. God bless po. Bye-bye.